Hello everyone and welcome to episode 14 of 9 in 9 with Coventry City. Welcome to life back in the Championship. We will take a look at the season preview today. We'll take a look at the transfer activity through the summer so far, and we'll take a look at our new Director of Football. Find out who that is shortly. Don't forget, if you enjoy this content, to please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Don't forget to click that notification bell to know when a new video goes up on the channel, and also don't forget to leave me a comment if you've got anything to say. Let's meet the new Director of Football, shall we? And the reason for it is Peter Taylor has retired. So welcome Dean Kelly. He takes over from him. 50-year-old Northern Irishman. The knowledge stats are okay for what we could afford. Judging ability of 12, potential of 13, negotiating 9, people management 12, and motivating 11. Not the greatest, but as I say, for what we could afford, that's what we've got. So other than most of the loan players going back to their parent clubs, we have one big departure to talk about, and it's a very big one at that. Wesley Jabello has joined Portsmouth for £2.4 million. He wanted to move on. Portsmouth was the desired destination. I did not want to stand in his way, frankly. Good luck to him at Portsmouth. We have bought in a player to replace him so far. Let's have a look at the signings we bought in. And the first signing of the Dean Kelly era as Director of Football was Kevin Long. He has joined us on a free transfer after being released by Burnley. And he made 77 appearances for them. 32-year-old Irish international, 3.5 stars. That's all you really need to know about Kevin. Obviously, we have a lot of competition for places at centre-half, but we don't have anybody with the experience that this guy has, particularly in the age bracket. So yeah, looking forward to seeing what Kevin can do at centre-back. We converted one of our loan acquisitions into a full-time transfer. Liam Cullen joined us for £300,000 from Swansea City. Had a good season last season, didn't he? 19 appearances, 5 goals, although it was 13 overall in the league and cup. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do full-time with us. Another player bought in by Dean, another free transfer, and that is Ben Amos, joining us from Wigan after being released by them. Backup goalkeeper to Simon Moore. There are a lot of candidates in the running. I was having a look at a couple as well for my transfer, but I didn't get to use it. He beat me to it. Ben Amos joins the club. But I did get to use it to bring in Charlie Pantino. He has joined us from Arsenal on loan for the season. We couldn't get Harvey White back, so I went across North London and have bought in someone I've found so far to be very, very interesting. Obviously, he has a very fledgling Arsenal career. Hope that we can help develop him on the Football Manager stage. Next player through the door is Martin Perkar. He has joined us on loan from Eintracht Frankfurt for the season. This is Wesley Jabello's replacement on that right-hand side. Has the potential to be a 5-star player. Obviously, he is in a brand new league. Not a lot of teams will know much about him. I think that is what I'm looking for. The element of surprise. Fingers crossed. He's done all right in pre-season so far. Fingers crossed he can do the business when the real action starts. We have bought in another central midfield player in Herbie Kane. He has joined us from Barnsley for £275,000. A steady hand, has to be said. The attributes speak for themselves. Has the chance to improve to a 3.5-star player. Can play in the centre of midfield. Can play in the DM position. One of my picks, this one. I really like the look of him. Hopefully, he can do the business as well. Next man through the door was a man that was on trial for most of the summer, and we decided to sign him permanently. That's Joel Ward, joining us from Crystal Palace after being released by them. 3.5-star right back. Obviously, Rocky Bushry has gone back to Norwich. He will not be back for a second season, and I think Joel is very much an upgrade on him. Obviously, he is 33. He's getting on a little bit, but he is the perfect foil for Daniel Pike at right back. Obviously, the youth and the experience combining there, and hopefully that one's going to work out, and his Premier League experience will translate into good Championship knowledge for us. Another one of Dean Kelly's acquisitions is Brooklyn Lions Foster. He has joined us from Tottenham Hotspur for a fee of £165,000. Never played a first team game for Spurs, but I've seen him play a few times in the Europa League and the Conference League. Good player. Has the ability. Can play right across the back four, which is a good selling point to me at least. Hopefully, he's going to prove very much to his potential. My second loan acquisition is Luca Connell. He has joined us from Celtic on loan for the rest of the season. Another central midfield player, but a young one this time. Stamina good. Teamwork, vision and work rate are not too bad. First touch is pretty good. He's kind of like the ace in the hole for me. Obviously, I'm not quite sure what we're going to get. He was recommended by one of our scouts. We decided to take him on, see what he can do. Let's see if he can light up the Championship, shall we? We've brought in a player to help Matt Godden, and that is Daniel Jebson. He has joined us on loan from Sheffield United. Was at Oxford last season. Obviously, we met him in League One last season. Has the potential to be a 5-star player. Hopefully, he is going to fit the bill in the Championship. Obviously, it's a step up for him. And if he can do it, I will be delighted. And the last one in the door, for now at least. Obviously, we've still got another few weeks before the transfer window closes. That is Sully Kaikai. Another one that Dean Kelly has acquired, this time from Wycombe Wanderers. Again, a player with Championship experience. We need that. Obviously, our last experience at this level ended in relegation. This time it has to end in promotion, frankly. Otherwise, the 9 in 9 challenge is going to go down the pan pretty quickly. So hopefully, Sully can help us out. So there's been a few players that have left the football club. George Burrows has joined Livingston permanently, as has Ben Wilson. Marco Russ has joined Barrow. Danny Cashman has joined Oxford. Josh Reed has joined Rochdale. Ricardo Diangana has also joined Oxford. With Ewan Henderson joining Inverness Caledonian Thistle on loan. So here is the squad we have currently. There are a couple of names in here that might not necessarily be here when we start the season. The likes of Duncan Watmore on trial. Sung Hyung Jun is also on trial. Chuba Akpom is also on trial. Billy Sharp will try and potentially move him on, maybe. Alex Mighton is back for a second season as well. Obviously, he impressed last season. So we do have a lot of players in a lot of positions. We have fulfilled the 25-man squad as it is. We've got pretty much 2 for every position. Hopefully, that's going to stand us in good stead. So there was a big reason why we stayed with Coventry City. A, obviously we have the potential to make the jump to the Premier League and secure another promotion. And B, there was very little out there in the summer. Peterborough had a vacancy, Preston had a vacancy, Cardiff had a vacancy. That was it for the bigger sides in League One and the Championship. There were a couple in League Two, but we'll leave League Two till probably later on in the 9. None of the sides that were relegated from the Premier League changed their manager at the summer point. They may well do during the season. Obviously, we'll keep our eye open. It depends how we're going. If we're doing all right and we're pushing towards the top of the table, then we'll probably stay with Coventry for the season. If we're not, we're sort of towards the bottom half of the table and there's no real chance of a promotion happening, we may look at one of the sides that get rid of their manager in this division. We will see how it goes. Anyway, season preview. So West Ham and Bournemouth are the favourites at 13-8. Then comes Southampton 9-5, 7-2 Watford, 7-1 Crystal Palace, 16-1 QPR, 18-1 for Middlesbrough and Hull, 20-1 for Blackburn, Stoke and Reading. Clutcher sides on 25, including us. Luton, Bristol City, Birmingham, the outsiders. Portsmouth at 50-1. And the real outlier down the bottom, Wigan, at 300-1. So, we are back in the Championship. What do the fixtures look like? And I have the distinct feeling of deja vu, because when we were in charge of West Brom, back a couple of seasons ago, we took on Bournemouth on our opening game of the season. We are doing exactly the same thing. That is the first game we will see from this season. Hopefully, we can pick up a win at the Vitality on opening day. So there may well be new additions to come. We've got about 3 weeks left of the window. I think we're okay though. We'll have to see how we get on in the first few games to see if we need to tinker with anything else. I am worried about scoring goals at this level, but hopefully Jebson, Cullen and Godden can do the job, supported by Billy Sharp if he doesn't move out. So we'll see how we get on next time around as we take on Bournemouth on the opening weekend of the Championship season. It's a huge game for Bournemouth. They will want to lay a marker down for their season. We obviously have the chance to spring a surprise if we can do it. Don't forget, if you enjoyed today's video, to please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And don't forget to leave me a comment if you've got anything to say. And I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.